south of I-44, and a little bit of rain right now situated mostly in northern Arkansas on the lighter side. Nothing severe expected today, just a few sprinkles and a light shower situated mostly in northern Arkansas and a few spots here right along the state line. But peaks of sunshine today north of the interstate, and then heading into the evening, still a few light showers here in our southeastern counties before everything clears out tonight, and tomorrow features a lot of sunshine. Temperatures right now staying pretty cool. We're back in the low 50s, around 51 to about 53 for many. Where we have some sunshine, 54 in Camdenton and Warsaw right now, at 55 and 55 actually in West Plains. As we head into the rest of the day today, we'll climb into the upper 50s. Some spots maybe who see a little more sunshine could hit around 60 this afternoon. That better chance actually north of I-44 today. And then we'll see temperatures gradually warming up into the weekend with some more storm chances on the horizon I'll talk about coming up soon. And then we'll continue to see rain into the afternoon today, mostly on the lighter side here, and some sprinkles here and there south of I-44 as well. You'll likely stay dry north of the interstate, and you actually have some peaks of sunshine today. Temperatures as we head throughout the afternoon will stay cooler with the cloud cover and our flow pattern that I'll talk about. But by 7 o'clock, still a few sprinkles in our southeastern counties. Will be dry overnight tonight, and then tomorrow, beautiful day. We'll have a lot of sunshine. Temperatures are still below average for this time of year, but they will be warmer than today. So here's kind of our weather setup, what's happening. The cold front that brought us the cooler air off to our southeast now, and we'll bring a pretty decent chance for severe storms across the southeast today. For us though, this area of high pressure at the surface is kind of now our driving factor. We have clockwise rotation around a high pressure, so this northeasterly flow pushing in some cooler air behind that front still from the north today to keep our temperatures back in the 50s for many this afternoon. It is the upper 50s, a few low 60s, maybe mostly north of the interstate today. And then into the evening hours, we'll be back in the 50s at 9 o'clock with lows tonight cooling off into the low 40s. I do think some spots will drop into the upper 30s, and there is the potential for maybe a little bit of patchy frost. On Sunday, the airport reported 41 here in Springfield, and I actually hit 34 at my house. So you can have a larger spread. And so if you do have any sensitive plants, I would recommend potentially covering them up if you can, but we won't see a widespread frost, certainly not a widespread freeze by any means. As we head into the middle of the week, today, tomorrow, we have this upper level trough swinging through. This is helping push in the cooler air as well with this northwesterly flow pattern. But that trough moving off to our east Friday into the weekend. And while we still have this northwesterly flow pattern, we're actually going to start pulling in warmer air back from this upper level ridge situated off to our west. So our temperatures warm back up. We're back above average for this time of year, and we'll watch a couple waves of energy that could bring us maybe a little bit more rain and a few storms on the horizon. Mid-60s tomorrow, 70s though Friday and Saturday, and then we'll still be in the 70s at the start of next week, but a couple rain chances we'll watch out for. The first one now on Friday. Rain chances have been bumped up a bit from yesterday as we track our next cold front that will move on in, and it looks like there's now enough moisture to support maybe a better chance for some showers, a few thunderstorms heading into the evening hours, and then they'll clear on out quickly though. And Saturday looks to be pretty dry, partly to mostly sunny. Overnight though, the potential for some rain, some thunderstorms, some of these maybe even on the strong to severe side. And we'll continue to watch those slide through into Sunday morning. And I don't want to rule out maybe a few isolated showers Sunday afternoon, but I do think many will be dry. Many picking up actually really, I'd say less than half of an inch over the next week ahead, rain total wise. So really upper 50s, a few spots in the low 60s, average high is 73 degrees, so certainly below average, and a cooler night tonight in the low 40s. So we could see a little bit of some patchy frost tomorrow morning. That would be pretty isolated. Still though, the potential, nothing widespread, and some sprinkles mostly south of I-44, currently situated back over in Howe, Oregon, southern Shannon County. Looks like maybe a sprinkle up in Camden County as well. And then we'll continue to see rain mostly south of the interstate today. Heading into the evening hours, same story. All of this should be on the lighter side, though. We dry out tonight, and tomorrow features a lot of sunshine for your Thursday. Temperatures right now certainly below average, cooler in the low to even some mid-50s right now. 55 in Lebanon and Camdenton, 56 in Warsaw, 55 in Mountain Home. And throughout the day today, our temperatures climbing back in the upper 50s to low 60s. For highs, we should be in the low to mid 70s, though, for this time of year. And highs today for most around 58 to about 61 degrees for some of you. We'll have a little bit more sunshine north of the interstate at times throughout the day, so that'll help you warm up maybe a little bit more. But all of us are looking at temperatures nearly 15 degrees below normal. We'll talk more about when the 70s return again, and a couple more storm chances on the horizon coming up soon. Just a little bit of rain right now, situated in south central Missouri and north central Arkansas. Right now, overall on the lighter side, maybe a little bit heavier south of Fayetteville and into parts of central and southern Madison County, but really even that's more moderate rain. However, areas in northern Arkansas certainly could. By 4 o'clock today, still a few sprinkles south of the interstate, some peaks of sunshine north throughout the day, and we'll continue to see any rain clearing on out overnight tonight. Tomorrow features a lot of sunshine, really nice afternoon with temperatures warming up compared to today, but still a little bit below average for this time of year. So here's our weather setup. This cold front moved through yesterday, pushing in some cooler air, and this big area of high pressure now situated back off to our northwest is helping reinforce the cooler air for us today. But of course, it's not too cold. Temperatures are just a bit above, or a bit below average, I should say, about 10 to 15 degrees below, but nothing too winter-like for us. Highs today will be in the upper 50s to low 60s, and we'll continue to see temperatures back in the low 50s at 9 o'clock. Overnight lows tonight, though, will be cold. We'll be in the low 40s, and I do think some spots could drop into the 30s, and maybe a few spots some very isolated patchy frost. No widespread frost or freezes, though. However, if you do have any sensitive plants, I do recommend covering them. On Sunday, the airport here in Springfield reported 41 for an overnight low. I had 34 at my house and saw a little bit of frost. So it is the potential. Cover any sensitive plants, I'd say, if you want them to live another day, but it won't be widespread by any means. Heading into the middle of the week today, tomorrow, we have this upper level trough swinging on through. That's helped push in some cooler air. And then this trough works its way off to the east heading into the weekend, and we have still this northwesterly flow pattern, but what's happening is warmer air building in underneath this upper level ridge off to our west, and we'll start to finally pull in some of that warmer air heading closer to the weekend. And that's when temperatures climb back around to a little bit above average for this time of year. So tomorrow, mid-60s, below average. We'll jump into the 70s, though, Friday, Saturday, all the way into Monday of next week. And you notice a couple rain chances this week, too. Friday, certainly not a washout by any means. We'll see some rain moving in the evening. It should move through relatively fast. And then on Sunday, not a washout for your Mother's Day, but Saturday night into Sunday, mostly in the morning, we'll watch a few scattered showers possible. So here's this first wave Friday. This is going to be along a cold front that's not really pushing in colder air. This is in the evening hours, a line of showers, a few thunderstorms possible. Right now, not looking to be severe. And then we'll continue to watch that rain clear on out by Saturday. Saturday, partly to mostly sunny. We'll be dry in the afternoon, and then overnight, I think we'll see a little bit of rain. A bit more than what this model here shows. This model is kind of on the drier side for it, but I do think it has the timing a little bit better. So Sunday morning, still a few scattered showers, and maybe a few could linger into the afternoon and evening, but those wouldn't be widespread by any means for now. Now, rain total wise, it's not a lot, so this just goes to show any rain would be fast moving, and it shouldn't be too heavy for many. We'll look at many picking up only about 1/4 of an inch of rain or less from now all the way through Sunday. lot of snow finally back to the mountain regions there, and a little bit of rain over in Kansas for the day today. But this larger system is actually the cold front that moved through our area yesterday, bringing showers back up from the northeast and storms off to our south. We're the southeast today, looking at a couple showers and storms that could be severe, with a pretty decent risk for severe storms today, including a couple of tornadoes. Level 3 enhanced risk back from parts of southern Mississippi into central Alabama today, to include Jackson, Tuscaloosa, and then clipping Birmingham, Alabama as well. Regionally, temperature-wise, we're a lot cooler. This front also holding a lot of colder air behind it. 43 only for a high in Denver today, 61 in Omaha, 64 for a high in Dallas, 80 though in Boise this afternoon, 86 in Las Vegas, and 83 in Atlanta for a high. High temperatures over the last 31 days, where we've had a lot of days actually above average for this time of year. From the beginning of April through much of the month, with just a couple of days below normal. We've started, though, the month of May off with temperatures just a bit actually below average for this time of year. A couple warmer days, that is the 3rd and 4th. And then yesterday was also a cooler day for us. And today will be below average for this time of year. So we're starting to see a little bit of a pattern flip with some cooler air. However, don't worry if you're a fan of the warmer weather. I don't think this lasts long. Heading into the middle of the month, temperatures very likely around to maybe a little bit above average for this time of year, with colder weather back over in the Great Lakes in the northeast. Warmer weather really building on in back over towards the west coast and Four Corners region, and extending back over into the plains. Rain wise, still looking maybe a little bit wetter. Nothing too crazy right now heading into the month, the middle of the month. Drier weather back over in the Pacific Northwest. Now today, just a few isolated, very light showers, mostly in Arkansas. We'll see rain Friday heading into the evening and overnight. Another chance Saturday night into Sunday. And then maybe by the middle of next week, a couple more shower chances, but it doesn't look to be a lot of rain for us. Many picking up less than 1/4 of an inch. Be a chilly one this afternoon in the upper 50s to low 60s, below average. Tonight, though, low 40s, some spots likely dropping into the upper 30s. I don't want to rule out some isolated frost. It won't be widespread, though. Now, throughout the next several days, tomorrow we start to light showers, mostly situated in northern Arkansas, sprinkle or two south of I-44, and the sunshine has started to come out, especially for areas north of I-44 today. Not too bad of an afternoon, and your temperatures have also warmed up pretty nicely, but still below average. Over the next couple of hours, still maybe a few sprinkles south of the interstate. It's not accumulating to much at all, and we'll stay dry overnight tonight and tomorrow morning, and a lot of sunshine tomorrow afternoon for everyone. Temperatures right now ranging from the upper 50s to low 60s. 61 now here in Springfield and Lebanon, 59 in Mountain Home, 58 in Mountain Grove. Here's a look at sunshine, where we have just a few passing clouds. Temperatures over the next couple of hours falling back into the low 50s by around 9 o'clock, and I would make sure your heater is turned on tonight. Overnight lows dropping back into the low 40s, some spots maybe even in the upper 30s out the door to start the day off tomorrow. With temperatures tomorrow afternoon warmer than today, mid to upper 60s. We'll talk more about when the 70s return again, and some more storm chances coming up soon. Situated mostly south of I-44, it's not going to accumulate to much at all. A little bit more sunshine still north of the interstate. Overnight tonight, clouds clearing on out, rain moves out. We'll be dry tomorrow morning with a lot of sunshine tomorrow afternoon. A really nice day for us, and temperatures, like I mentioned, a little bit warmer. Now, the cold front that moved through yesterday off to our south, bringing a chance for severe storms back across the southeast today, but it pushed in cooler air, and we have this area of high pressure here across the plains that's helping reinforce the cooler air for us today. But of course, as clouds have continued to break, some spots have warmed up a little bit more than others, with a few peaks of sunshine today. Over the next few hours, though, the sun goes down. We'll be in the low 50s by around 9 o'clock. Your lows tonight will be back in the low 40s. I do think, though, that some spots could drop into the upper 30s and maybe a few isolated areas with a little bit of some light patchy frost. Certainly nothing widespread, no widespread frost or freezes, and then we'll warm up fast as the sun continues to come up. We'll be in the mid to upper 60s tomorrow, flirting with the 70s, but many shy of our average, which is now 73 degrees. Now today into tomorrow, we've had this upper level trough continuing to swing through. That's helping keep us a little bit cooler, but the cooler air shifts off to the north and east, and we'll be watching this upper level ridge back over towards the west coast. And while we still have a northwesterly flow pattern, all of the warm air sitting underneath that ridge will continue to start to filter on in here back across the Ozarks heading into the weekend, and that allows our temperatures to warm up just a bit more. So we'll be in the 70s by Friday. You notice, though, a couple rain chances on the way, staying in the 70s Friday through Monday with a few scattered showers and storms Friday and then Saturday night and Sunday. So this is the look 5 p.m. on Friday. We'll see this kind of fast moving line of showers along a very weak cold front. Right now, not expecting these to be severe. And then by 9, mostly south of I-44, we dry out overnight into Saturday. Saturday looking pretty nice for us. And then I think we'll see a little bit of rain overnight into Sunday. More than what this model here shows. I expect some scattered showers, a few thunderstorms, and maybe some of them on the stronger side as well. Sunday will feature a couple on and off shower chances. It's not going to rain all day for Mother's Day. And then in the evening, still maybe a few isolated showers. But taking a look at rainfall totals here, you notice it's not a lot. Rain throughout the week, many picking up less than 1/4 of an inch now, so nothing significant, and no day will be a complete washout by any means. Through the week, we'll be able for the last 31 days here in Springfield, where we've had many days above average for this time of year. The month of April was very warm for us with just a couple days a little bit below average. Now as we've headed into the month of May, we've kind of seen a little bit of a switch with several days with temperatures below average for this time of year. Today, one of them. And as we enter into the middle of May, it looks like our pattern may be starting to flip again, and we'll start to see temperatures warming back up, really warm back over towards the west coast into the Rockies, and our temperatures around to maybe a bit above normal for that time of year. This is May 12th through the 16th, and it does look like our weather pattern stays a little bit more active with a couple more rain chances maybe on the way. The wettest of our weather will be back over across parts of Texas, where they'll likely see above average rainfall. For us, though, it's not a significant amount of rain this week. We have a couple of chances, though. Friday in the evening, a few scattered showers. Saturday night into the day Sunday, and then maybe a couple small chances as well by the middle of next week. But overall, rain total wise, we're still looking at maybe less than 1/4 of an inch for many over the next 7 days. Get a few very isolated light showers, light sprinkles south of I-44 and then north of the interstate, staying pretty clear. Tonight, a chilly one, overnight lows in the low 40s. However, some spots potentially dipping into the 30s. There is a very small chance for maybe a little bit of some light patchy frost tonight. It'd be in an isolated spot or two, likely some typical areas over in parts of Webster, Wright County. And then as we enter into the rest of the morning, sun comes up and will warm up quickly. Highs tomorrow, upper 60s. Some spots may be hitting around 70, but a little bit below average. We'll talk about when everyone's in the 70s again and rain chances when they arrive again, especially north of I-44. There are a few light showers, light sprinkles in some of our southernmost cities. However, it's really not much, all on the light side. And you can see the sunshine north of I-44 right now in time for sunset. We'll see a few sprinkles south of the interstate still this evening. Most stay completely dry. It's not accumulating too much. And then tomorrow morning, we'll wake up to a decent amount of sunshine for your Thursday. Right now, temperatures upper 50s to low 60s. It's been a cooler day today, below average. And over the next few hours, we'll all drop back into the low 50s by around 9 o'clock. And overnight lows tonight on the chilly side. We'll wake up to temperatures in the low 40s. I do think some spots could dip into the upper 30s. That wouldn't be widespread, but we'll have to watch that closely. And then tomorrow afternoon, upper 60s to low 70s, but temperatures today have been well below average, many close to 15 degrees below normal. We'll talk about when temperatures return back above average and some rain and storm chances coming up soon.
Thank you, Danielle.
Rest of your evening and overnight tonight, we are looking at dry conditions with clouds clearing on out. A chilly start to the day tomorrow, a few passing clouds, but then I'd say a lot of sunshine for your Thursday. Pretty nice afternoon. Cold front that brought us the cooler air yesterday and today. Now off to the southeast, bringing them a risk for severe storms. But for us, we have this big area of high pressure working its way on in. This is actually reinforcing the cooler air with clockwise rotation around that low for the day today, giving us that kind of northeasterly wind this afternoon. Overall, that's been on the lighter side. By around 9 o'clock, we'll sit in the low 50s. And tonight, a chilly one. Make sure you turn the heat on, or you may see a rude awakening tomorrow morning with temperatures in the low 40s. Some spots I think could drop into the upper 30s, and there's a low chance for maybe a few areas to see some very patchy frost. Nothing widespread, but some areas that we typically see it on with temperatures around this are normally into parts of Webster and Wright County, maybe parts of eastern Greene County as well, and into parts of Douglas County. So if you do have any sensitive plants, I would cover them tonight, but like I mentioned, no widespread frost or certainly not a hard freeze. Tomorrow will be in the upper 60s, a few spots around 70 degrees. And our weather pattern still a little bit cooler tomorrow, but obviously is starting to warm up as this upper level trough starts to swing off more to the east and northeast. Our flow pattern still northwesterly this weekend, but warmer air building in behind this underneath this upper level ridge off to our west towards the west coast into the Rockies. What does that all mean for us? It means with warmer air over here, northwesterly flow pattern, we're going to start to pull in some of that warmer air in time for the weekend, and our temperatures climb back again around to a bit above average for this time of year. But we do have a couple rain chances on the way as well. A chance on Friday, a chance Saturday night, and into parts of the day Sunday, but it certainly won't be a washout of a week by any means. No day will be a complete washout either. Friday evening, though, if you do have any plans, I do think we could see a few scattered showers and storms with a pretty weak cold front passing on by. It's obviously not going to cool us off, but it will bring maybe a few showers and thunderstorms moving through quickly in the evening. Some of them may be on the strong to severe side. And then we'll watch a dry Saturday before maybe a little bit more rain Saturday overnight into Sunday. This model certainly on the drier side, maybe a few more scattered showers than what it shows. But like I mentioned, certainly not a washout of a Mother's Day by any means, but keep the umbrella handy. You may see a passing shower. Friday, there is now a severe risk, level 1 marginal threat. That'd be for maybe some gusty winds, some quarter-sized hail. Like I mentioned, though, these storms are fast moving, and rain total wise, we likely pick up. Paul, are you ready for
15 years or so?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Keeping your pets safe when you're buying flowers as gifts or for your garden. I know you've been active in the garden.
Yes.
The advice from vets next on the news at 5.
Elder Law Group.